take control of the system. When you invest, it's addicting. No time to rest, let's go get it. Not gonna stop till I'm finished. Not gonna drop to my limits. Deep in my chest, I'm inhaling. Believe in testing and failing. You gotta flip everything in your mind. Take the limiting thoughts and turn them into your why. Prove to yourself you're worth it. You deserve it. Push past all the hurt and find your purpose. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head. Make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best. So don't let go. Take control. Get out of your head. Make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best. Give it all your best.
Oh man, this is weird. What is up, guys? Welcome to Fly Like an Eagle podcast, episode number 51. As you guys remember, 2 weeks ago was episode 50. Great milestone for this show. Really, really great milestone in the story that this podcast has. So, great story. Yeah, obviously did not do a show last week because it was Thanksgiving, so took the night off. So, Fly Like an Eagle will be a weekly show once again. Maybe I'll have a guest, I'm not sure. But hey, we got some Eagles to talk about. They're on a 9-game winning streak, 8 or 9. 8 or not, I think it's 8. But anyways, they're on a winning streak here, and let's just dive right into it, guys. Let's just go right into it. First off, we gotta go here. We gotta go right here. And as you guys can tell, Saquan Barkley is the player of the month for the NFC. Anyone doubt that? No. Anybody shocked? No. Not shocked at all. This is the best player in the league right now. I don't care what anybody says. Right now, in the league, he's the best player. He won Player of the Month for the month of November. Listen to these stats. He averaged 194.3 yards per game, tallied 626 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, 151 receiving yards, and 1 receiving touchdown. So, stats don't lie. If you watch him play, especially like that reverse hurdle and everything, I am telling you, this guy deserves this and much, much, much more. Saquon Barkley is the player of the month for the month of November, and he better win MVP this year. Now, people are gonna say, "Man, it's a quarterback award, right? It's a quarterback award." They're gonna give it to Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen or Jared Goff is a dark horse, but probably not. But look at the year he's having. How many times in clutch situations that Saquon Barkley stepped up and gave the Philadelphia Eagles the victory? I can't count how many times. This guy's an unreal talent. And all I gotta say is this. Thank you, Giants, for Saquon Barkley. Thank you. I know you missed this, don't you? Giants fans, I know you missed this, don't you? Right down there. You missed him. I remember, guys, when Saquon Barkley, the whole thing, when Saquon Barkley got released and picked up by us, all these Giants fans were like, "Oh, he's gonna get hurt. Don't worry, he's not gonna play the whole season. He's on record to break the rushing record for." No, he's not on record for it. He's on pace to break the rushing record for this season. He's on pace to break Eric Dickerson's record this year. We got the Panthers, we got the Steelers, we got the Commanders, Cowboys, and Giants. So we got like 5-ish games left. I really think Saquon Barkley could do it with this offensive line. Yes, we're missing Kelsey, but this offensive line is the best offensive line that Saquon Barkley has ever had. Look at the offensive lines that he had over in New Jersey for the Giants. Just look at those. Just look at those, right? Look at the field he had to play on. Look at the field he has to play on now. Look, right there. Saquon Barkley deserves this and a whole lot more. A whole lot more. The best back in the game right now. Best running back in the game. He went head to head with Derrick Henry. We're gonna break that game down a little bit, but this is the best running back in the game. If Christian McCaffrey was playing, there would be a whole different conversation. Whole different conversation if Christian McCaffrey was here. But numbers do not lie, awards do not lie. How many times can he win Player of the Week? I forget how many times he played or he won Player of the Week. Nobody can stop this man. Nobody can stop this man, guys. There's nobody at all. Not even the best defenses in the league. Look at the Ravens. Couldn't even stop him. Saquon Barkley is doing his thing. Doing his thing. And I love it. What is up, Phil? Saquon Barkley MVP campaign is greater than Josh Allen MVP campaign. Fat. 1,000% agreed. 1,000%. It's even higher than Lamar. Well, obviously, we beat Lamar Jackson, so if it wasn't just a quarterback award, you got to give it to the best player. The best player right now in NFL is Saquon Barkley. I just read you the stats. I think he's at like 1,499 rushing yards already. The only thing that could hurt him, the only thing is the lack of not as many touchdowns, right? Not as many touchdowns as like Derrick Henry has or whatever because of the tush push. Now, am I one of those guys who wants to get rid of the tush push? No, I do not. But you got to reward the guy, right? Like, let's say, hypothetically speaking, 20, like we're 25 yards away. Saquon Barkley gets us 23 of those yards. You got to reward him. You got to be like, here you go, Barkley. Go right into the end zone. You deserve it. We need that from Barkley. We need that for Barkley. More touchdowns. That's it. Like, if he, well, how much did he have? Like 6, 7, 5, 6 around there. We'll figure that out in a bit. But he needs to get more touchdowns and he needs to win MVP. It's pretty self-explanatory. Shout out to my guy Steve, man, for the love on the Facebook side. Really appreciate it. If you guys are not following the Extreme Punk Entertainment on Facebook, I really highly encourage you. We got great shows. We got Philadelphia Sports post game, the Flyers post game show tonight with James and Joe from the Patterson Ave Sports Show. So we got a lot of stuff cooking in the pot. Shout out to Phil for the like on the Facebook side. Shout out to Phil, man. Thank you all. 10 people in the chat right now. Really appreciate each and every single one of you. Let's just continue talking birds, man. Let me just, you know what? Hey, my guy Wesley. What is up, Wesley? How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. I've said it once before this season. Saquon will win MVP. If he doesn't win MVP, then something is wrong. Like, it's beyond ridiculous. And just picture this. Hold on, let me take this off. Hold on. There we go. Just picture this, right? Picture this. You're a Giants fan, right? You're a Giants fan, hypothetically. Your best player on your team leaves, goes to the rival, and then, well, they pick Daniel Jones over you, first off. That's funny. They pick Daniel Jones over you. So you have all this anger, right? You got all this motivation to go out there and do the very best that you can. And look what happens. On pace to win MVP in 1 year. and won your first year with a new team, and you're about to win MVP. That is crazy. If I were the Giants, man, I would fire everybody. I would fire everybody if I was the New York Giants, but Saquon Barkley, in 1 year with a new team, he's about to win MVP. That's if he could stay healthy. Knock on wood. Look, this offense is set up perfect for Saquon Barkley. Set up perfectly. You got one of the best wide receivers in the league in AJ Brown. You got one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now in Jalen Hurts right now. Devontae Smith has been out for a couple of weeks, but he should be back. Goddard, who been injured twice this year, in offensive line. This is like, imagine if you're Saquon Barkley again, and you're just behind this offensive line. You're like, dang, I was behind that offensive line for years, but look what I got here. Look what I got here, man. Look what I got here. He's here for 3 more years. He's here for 3 years. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And this brings me up to the question again. Is he the best Philadelphia Eagles running back? And the season's not even done? That is crazy. Let me know in the chat, or if you're watching this on replay. Is Saquon Barkley the best running back in Philadelphia Eagles history? He's got a case already. He's got a strong case already. So I want to know from you guys, is Saquon Barkley the best running back in Philadelphia Eagles history? He's got to be up there. Josh Allen is the only player who could beat him for the MVP. And since it's QB who will win most likely, which is which is BS. It honestly is. He's been balling out. What is up, man? Too early to tell. See what happens in 2025, 2026. But yes, I agree with you on that. He's having a record-breaking season in his first year with the Eagles. 1 year. And in a conversation for MVP, which is mostly a quarterback award. You can make the case. Like, people compare him to Sadie McCoy. People compare him, what was the other one? Buckholder? Was it Buckholder? Oh, Westbrook? I think it was Westbrook. I don't think it was Buckholder. I think it was Westbrook. Yeah, it was Westbrook. It's just crazy how he's doing already. Let me pull up the stats from the last night or this Sunday's game. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. Get ready. Here's a box score. I really like this layout. I don't know why. I really like this layout. All right, let me ask you this. Jalen Hurts, right? Let me go full screen. Jalen Hurts right now for this past game against the Ravens, which we did win. People say it was a dominating win. For me, it wasn't a complete game, but it was a win. 11 for 19, 118 yards, and 1 touchdown, rating of 93.8, sacked 2 times. Are people, like, I know there's fans out there, I'm included in this, that want Jalen Hurts to throw for more yards. Like, I really would love him to throw more yards, but what ain't broke, don't fix it. What ain't broke, don't fix it. Saquon Barkley, 107 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Hurts is doing what he has to do to win with this offense with this offense and this coaching staff. We're going to talk about the coaching staff in a little bit, but with this coaching, with this team and Jalen Hurts playing like this, you can't be mad unless we're winning games. You can't be mad unless you're winning games. If you're winning games, I don't care what stat you get. I really don't. Did we get the dub? Yes. Did we move on? Can we move on? Yes. Yes, there are times where Jalen Hurts holds on to the ball too long, should have thrown. There are times where he's been in the pocket too long, should have thrown away. All this stuff that's been happening. He's beat all the best quarterbacks within the past year, including last season. Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. I can go on and on. Like, he's beaten your best running backs that the NFL has to offer. And he's doing his thing right now. He is doing his thing. He had, what, like 5 interceptions? Hurts has 5 interceptions this year. Crazy. And it's amazing how a bye week can change everything. Remember, we were 2-2. I remember that like it was yesterday. I was remembering like, oh, when Jalen Hurts wasn't doing his thing, I was ready to move on. Not ready to move on. I was just like, dang, he's not playing well. It's just crazy how much a bye week can change like that. And people are having like superstitions, like in order for them to keep the winning streak alive. Like my guy Phil from the STT Sports Network. I started this STT Sports Network. Now we're on a winning streak. Nick Sirianni. Check out the STT Sports Network, by the way, on the road to 300 subs over there. You got Nick Sirianni shaving his head. You got me and my guy Cool Cat singing, not me, but Cool Cat Connor singing Paw Patrol. Long story. I'm not getting into that. But there are superstitions around, but honestly, can they finish the season out? Could they finish the season out with like 15-2? Can they? Let's go through the rest of the schedule. Let's just go through the schedule right now. Crazy. Let's go through the schedule here. We got 5 games left. One of them is away. This is the remaining schedule for the Eagles. You got the Panthers. People are saying it's a trap game. You got Pittsburgh. I can see that being a loss. Commanders, I could see that being a loss. Dallas, I see that as a win. And Giants, I see that as a win. So I could see us going 3-2. I could see us going 3-2 in the last 5 games. That is insane. I had it going 11-6, and now, look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're 10-2 right now. In the beginning of the season, I had us going 11-6. So obviously they're going to prove my record wrong. But hey, let's just go and talk about the Sixers and not the Sixers. Oh my God. Let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers right now for this game. Let's see what we're working with against the Panthers. Let's go to their depth chart. Now remember, guys, the Carolina Panthers went to overtime against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and they almost won. Shout out to my guy Swerve for the emoticon on Facebook. Really appreciate that. Hit the follow over there. But let's look at the depth chart and let's see what we're working with, right? Because the defense that the Eagles have right now, my God, this defense is good. Jalen Carter, Quinion Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Zach Bond, Nakobe Dean, uh, this, and don't forget, what is that guy? Milton Williams. There are studs on this team, guys. There are studs on this team. And I freaking love it. I love this defense, man. And shout out to Vic Fangio. I wasn't a fan of the bend don't break defense, but now we got the guy who mastered it. We got a guy who drew up the blueprint for this to work. And with the players that we have now on the defensive side of the ball, it's crazy. We have Quinion Mitchell, who's arguably going to be a lockdown corner for years to come. Lockdown corner. He shut down your best wide receivers in the game. Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase, and Terry McLaurin, CeeDee Lamb, name a few. He has shut down your best wide receivers that you have to offer. He's done that. You have Cooper DeJean ever since Avonte Maddox. Ever since Maddox got injured, put Cooper DeJean in there, and he's been balling out. That could be a future 1 and 2 going forward. This is going to become a defense where the Philadelphia Eagles are feared. They actually fear them now. They fear this defense now, especially with the way Zach Bond has been playing. He's on pace to be an all-pro linebacker. All-pro team one, whatever it's called. He's on pace to do that. And thank you, New Orleans Saints, for Zach Bond. I'm just saying, Zach Bond is all over the field. It is insane. We finally have a linebacker. And then Nakobe Dean. I was wrong about Nakobe Dean. I'll admit it. I was wrong. I said Nakobe Dean cannot stay healthy for a whole year. As of right now, knock on wood, he's staying healthy. He's playing everything to his advantages. He had a game-winning interception. I forget who that was. Can you guys let me know in the chat who that game-winning interception was for Nakobe Dean? It wasn't the Ravens. Oh, that's gonna bother me now. But we have linebackers, and look at Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is becoming like a Warren Sapp kind of guy, where you have to double him. He's becoming like a Warren Sapp, Aaron Donald kind of guy, where you have to double team to slow him down. That is insane. This is Jalen Carter's second year, and he wants to be a captain. He wants to be a captain of this Philadelphia Eagles defense. I could see him being a captain in like 2 years, in 2 more years. I can definitely see it. I think Slay's going to retire. You gotta give, if Brandon Graham is somehow still here, you gotta give him you have to give him the captain. You have Gardner Johnson. Like, you can make a case for Jalen Carter to become a captain next year. You can honestly do that. You got that Nolan Smith that's playing amazing as of late. I'm telling you, this team is doing good, and you have to thank Howie Roseman. You have to thank Howie Roseman for this defense. Speaking of this defense, let's go into the Carolina Panthers depth chart. But before I do that, make sure you guys hit the like, hit the subscribe on Steampunk Sports, and all of the links are in the description below, including my three channels. My main one, Mitch Topsy, my second one, MK Meets World, and my own network, the Hardcore Sports Network. All links are in the description below. Please give a like and a sub if you're a Sixers fan, because on my main channel, I stream basketball mostly. So, yeah. Now, we got to go into Bryce Young. So, I don't want to. It slipped out, Steve. It slipped out. I was so mad. Panthers also took KC to the wire. Yeah, they're not a team to sleep on. They're definitely not. And especially for guys, for the Eagles post game, me and Steve are gonna be the post game duo or trio. I don't know who else is gonna be on it, but it's going to be us two for the Eagles post game on Sunday. That I cannot wait for. Hopefully nothing is gonna happen like what happened last week. Steve knows what I'm talking about. Blaze knows what I'm talking about, my guy Blaze. But shout out to you, man. Hardcore Sports Network member, one of my best friends in the whole world. I always knew you were a punk, not a stream punk. LOL, shout out to you, brother. Yep, appreciate that. I'll talk to you later, man. I'll call you on the phone later. But you know what? Let's just go right into Bryce Young. This is what Bryce Young has been doing as of late this season. 1,381 total yards. He's 34th in touchdowns with 6. He's tied 67th in interceptions. So he's not exactly having the best year. This is his second year, right? Yeah, this is his second year. He's not exactly having a good year. But then when you go to Chuba Hubbard, this guy is something to watch out for. Chuba Hubbard is a guy that you got to keep an eye on with this defense. This defense has to keep an eye on Chuba Hubbard throughout the whole thing. By the way, I found a ton of Franz Wagner's rookies for you. Oh, you did? Send them my way. I'm a huge Michigan guy, if you guys didn't know. It will be a good post-game show Sunday for sure. Yep, and our guy Pat Bernard will be doing the Sixers post-game as well. Oh my God. Thank you for that. I did the Sixers post-game last night, and I was about to lose it. So after that loss, everyone hit the thumbs up and share. Sure to be subscribed to the Stream Punk Sports channel. Shout out to my guy Blaze, man. We just hit 800 subs. We also have a Stream Punk Combat channel. We also have a Stream Punk Combat, Stream Punk Cinema, and Stream Punk. I know I'm forgetting one. Stream Punk Soccer and Stream Punk Lacrosse. So we have like 5 or 6 channels over here. Chuba Hubbard. Actually, I like Jonathan Brooks, their running back as well. He's a beast. Just getting started. They have a good future in the running back tandem. They really do. But here's the thing. They're going to be introduced to a guy by name of Jalen Carter. He'll be introduced to a guy named Jalen Carter. But I would never forget this. I think it was last year, right? It was Anthony. No, not Anthony. Adam Thielen, right? It was this guy. I think he said it last year, right? You guys are gonna laugh. Soccer, thank you. Adam Thielen, this guy said that the Panthers were going to the Super Bowl last year, and I think they only won one game. I think they only won one game, which is funny. Good for you guys. Jalen Carter is finally coming into his own and showing his potential. Yeah, we're not like you guys who have this TJ Watt guy. We're not like you who has TJ Watt, but we have someone in Jalen Carter who's young, who's new to the second year in the league, but he's making a statement. But yeah, speaking of Adam Thielen, I am not afraid of Adam Thielen at all. Look at these stats. Ew. 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 I'm not afraid of Adam Thielen at all, especially when we got Quinion Mitchell guarding their number one wide receiver. So I am definitely not afraid of this guy at all. He was underrated for the Minnesota Vikings. Do you guys remember when he played for Minnesota along with Justin Jefferson, and I think Addison was there? It was his first year, or maybe a year before he got in. But Adam Thielen was a good guy for the slot. Yeah, I think he was hurt too. I think he was, but I'm still not scared of him. I was more scared of him on Minnesota Vikings than I am here. When he was on the Minnesota Vikings, he reminded me of a Wes Welker kind of player. He reminded me, what's the other guy? It was Wes Welker, that guy from the Patriots years ago. That slot. Oh my god, it's gonna bother me. I already said Wes Welker. That was one of them. Edelman. Julian Edelman. Yeah, he reminded me like a Julian Edelman back in the day. So, yeah, I'm not afraid of Adam Thielen at all. I'm not afraid of anybody on this team. The only guy I'm kind of nervous about is Chuba Hubbard. Jonathan Brooks got some potential for sure. And then once you go to the defensive side, Jadeveon Clowney, my God, that's a name. Jadeveon Clowney is a name. With the Vikings, he had better quarterback. We will see if Bryce Young can make it second hands or a flop. I think they made the wrong choice. I think they drafted the wrong guy there. I really do. But J.C. Horn, that is the name. I remember when he was getting drafted a couple of years ago. What was it? In 2021. This is the guy I wanted in the first round. We needed a corner in the first round. This is the guy I wanted. I wanted this guy in the first round a couple years ago because we needed a corner. Now we do not. But I mean, he's probably going to guard AJ Brown, so I'm not afraid of J.C. Horn at all either. But yeah, these are his stats going off this year so far. He's fourth in pass deflections. That's actually shocking to me. That's actually kind of shocking. A lot of players probably have 12. He's 60th in interception. Yeah. Again, I'm not afraid at all, but they are sneaky. These guys are sneaky. The Panthers are sneaky. Clowney in college, I thought he would be a Hall of Famer in Donovan. Always, he has been hit or missed, still a threat. Yeah, with the injury bug. You guys have great defensive DBS now with Mitchell and DeJean. Hey, with me. Thank you. See, Mitchell, that's my name. Thank you. Thank you. You see, I play for the Eagles and the Flyers with Mate Mitchkov. So, thank you for that, Blaze. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, I'm not exactly afraid of them, especially with the defense we got. And I heard this take earlier. Let me stop sharing the screen. I wanted a full screen for this. Shut up, Mitchell. Oh my god, don't even get me started on that. But look. It's about Nick Sirianni, right? The Eagles are on an 8-game winning streak. We're now 10-2. Yes, we have great coaches. And my God, Vic Fangio and Kellen Moore. We have great coordinators, right? And we were always saying that Nick Sirianni didn't have to do as much. That we wanted him to do nothing. Kind of like the Super Bowl run. Like in the Super Bowl run, he did absolutely nothing. We got there. Yes, we lost, of course, but I'm saying this now. The Eagles got to do something with Nick Sirianni. Is it? I think he's got 1 year or 2 years left on a contract or something. But do you guys think we should keep Sirianni and let him go? Because I'm on the fence of I was on the fence at the beginning of the year, especially what happened to that Browns game to let him go. Like at the Cleveland Browns game, he was arguing with an Eagles fan. I'm like, bro, I was at that game, and then once I got home, I saw that, and I'm like, what is this? Like, I don't know if we should let go of Nick Sirianni. He's not doing as much as the coordinators are, but we are 10-2. This guy made us go to the Super Bowl. He got us to the Super Bowl. He got us to the playoffs 4 straight times. So, by the way, Maxey was fouled. Why not challenge it? Sorry, back to the Eagles. I saw your other video though. What other vid? You mean my live stream? You mean my post game? Yeah. Yeah. So that's just my question. Yeah, the live stream. Got it. Okay. I was just confused. I was like, huh? What vid? I didn't even post a vid. But yeah. Oh, thank you. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Uh, yeah, that is a question that all of us should be asking. What are the Philadelphia Eagles going to do in Nick Sirianni? I feel like they're going to extend him. I really feel like they're going to extend him. If you asked, like, a lot of Eagles fans, I really want to know, are we going to, do they want to fire Nick Sirianni or extend him? I mean, look at the year we're having. Look at the year we're having. Look at this win streak we're on right now. The only way we absolutely should fire him if we collapse in a terrible, terrible way. Like last year, remember how we collapsed after the 49ers game? And everyone was calling for Nick Sirianni's head then, but then they kept him, and look at we now. We're 10-2. We're 10-2 in week 12. So it's just a matter of time. I had to watch it. I hear some bad takes and gotta laugh. I don't want to. Hey, if you don't like my kids, ah, if you don't like my takes, that's fine. If you don't like my takes at all, that's fine. Uh, yeah. So back to this game, guys. I'm gonna end the stream in like 10 to 15 minutes. So, am I afraid of the? Not afraid. I've been using that so many times. Could this be a trap game? There we go. Could this be a trap game? For me, I can say yes, depending on the coaching staff. It's depending on the coaching staff. We are such a like not structured. We are a very like organized, like high, very high IQ'd. I think we're gonna go with highly IQ'd coaching staff, right? The only way it could be a trap game if they do it to themselves, if they cost themselves a game. Like if they make a huge mistake on the offensive side of the ball and Jalen Hurts throws like a pick six or something. That's the only way I could see it. If they make a very big mistake in like a clutch time situation, like down the wire on less than 2 minutes. If we made a stupid error, if we make an error, then I could see a loss. I could definitely see a loss by far. Shout out to my guy James, man. Shout out to my guy James who left a like on the Facebook side. Really appreciate you, man. Thank you. Have a great Flyers pregame and postgame tonight, James. James will be doing the Flyers pregame hockey night on Broad on the Hardcore Sports Network and Stream Punk Sports, and then the postgame, James will do what was it? Third Line John with Joe and the Patterson Ave Sports Show, which you can find on the Hardcore Sports Network every Saturday morning at 9. They're doing the Flyers post game tonight against the Panthers. So have a great show tonight, you two. I actually like your coach Sirianni. Can't win them all, but I like his demeanor and coaching style. That's just me. Here's the thing for some Eagles fans, Blaze. Some Eagles fans don't like how he acts towards the fans. Don't like the cheering. Don't like all that. Because when we lose, if we lose, it's like he gets all angry and stuff. They don't like his attitude as much. Like they hate it, especially what happened against the Browns and the fan. Like that is the thing that the Eagles fans cannot stand. Some of them. A lot of them are like, yeah, they love the wild. They love the craziness. They love the wild, like a fan. They love the fan reaction. I don't personally love it. That's my opinion. I don't personally love the reactions and all that stuff. Like for me, I just want him to do his thing, go back to the locker room, and that's it. I just don't want him like that's just me. I know he's showing love for the game or whatever, but I'm not a fan of that. Like I am not. I'm being honest. I just get the feeling no matter what, Eagles fans will complain no matter who the coach is. Well, same with your Steelers, right? Didn't Steelers fans want to fire Mike Tomlin? Agreed. Don't let the fans get to you, especially in Philly, right? Because I hate bringing this up, but it's kind of like the Sixers, right? When the fans get in your head, it is a no go. Markel Fultz, you're gone, but you're playing well now, apparently. Um, Ben Simmons, your career is done, pretty much. Look what happened to Tobias Harris last year. Goodbye, right? You just don't want to get on the fans' bad side. You really don't want to get on the fans' bad side here in Philly. That is the one thing I'm going to keep on saying. And of course, yeah, look, yeah, it's just like the fan interaction for me. Us Pennsylvania fans are wild on both sides of the states for sure, but I love it. It's passion for their teams in PA aren't like any other, in my opinion. Yeah, we're the best fans. Like Eagles have the best fans in America, then Pittsburgh Steelers is right there. But I'm just saying, I love it from both sides. I love it from the Steelers side and the Eagles side for sure. It's just like I just don't want to get out of hand, you know? I don't want to get out of hand, and I don't want where there's this one guy gets arrested for something stupid. Like I don't want that. I hate it. So yeah. All right. Now let's talk about my hot takes for tonight's game. Tonight's game, or not tonight's game, on Sunday's game at 1. Hot takes. Zach Bond will get 13 tackles. Zach Bond will get 13 tackles. That is 1. 2. Saquon Barkley will run for over 300 yards. Not over 300, over 250, around 250 yards. He'll run for 250. Zach Bond will get 13 tackles. And Jalen Hurts will throw for 300 yards. Okay, if that happens, no. A.J. Brown will get 2 touchdowns. There we go. A.J. Brown will get 2 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley will run for 250 yards. And Zach Bond will get 13 tackles. Tonight's game, I hope the Packers. Me too. Steelers are best fans. Eagles in the top 5. Those are saying no one travels like the Steelers. I'm not saying that last part. So according to your hot takes, Eagles win 69-0. Yep, 269. Fine. Saquon Barkley will run for 269 yards. You happy? Yeah. And then let's go into predictions, right? Let's go into prediction for this game. I will be live for the Eagles game with Cool Cat Connor Sunday at 1 o'clock. Then I will be live on Stream Punk Sports for the Eagles post game. So make sure you tune in for that. Me and Steve will hold it down. So the post game, I got the Eagles winning 24-10. I got the Eagles winning 24-10. I think the defense is going to come up huge yet again, and I think Saquon Barkley will take over. 269 rushing yards. Book it. All right. With that being said, I'm going to finish this off with 3 words or less about this game against the Panthers. Run, Saquon, run. Run, Saquon, run. I got the Eagles winning 24-10. I got Saquon Barkley running for 269 yards. I got Zach Bond getting 13 tackles, and I got A.J. Brown with 2 touchdowns. All right, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe on Stream Punk Sports. All the social medias are down below in the description below, including the Hardcore Sports Network, my main channel, my second channel, All that stuff is in the description below. With that being said, guys, thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Fly Like an Eagle podcast. We'll catch you all later. Let's go, Birds. Thank you, guys.